Happy October. Today's list is going to be most unbelievable teenagers in a horror movie. What I mean by that is characters that are played by an actor who, regardless of their actual age, I just do not buy as a teenager. I want to start by saying that I am a performer professionally. I have a college degree in acting. I am very aware that we don't even start playing high schoolers until you're like in your early 20s, if not mid 20s. So I know that this is just how Hollywood operates, especially when there is already like a big name actor signed on. Then they need to make every other character look at least that person's age. So I get that this is just how it has to be, but these are some examples of the ones that I really can't believe got through pre-production. First, and I doubt I'm the only person who has said this before, but Kirby from Scream 4. I think the thing about Hayden Panettiere's performance is it's not even like she looks much older than them all. It's that she is so confident. It's just very hard to believe that she is actually somebody who's only been alive for, I don't know, 17 years. She just has this sort of omnipotence about her. I really have never bought that she's a teenager, especially when you put her next to Emma Roberts. And they very well may be the actual same age in real life, but I don't know, there's just like a personality thing. I used to bartend, and I know that like when it comes to IDing people, so much of it is the way that they act as opposed to the way they look. And she just feels so much older than them and so much fucking cooler, which she was. Next is Ali Larter from the original Final Destination. They did a good job, at least with that whole cast, making them all like a little older so that they all kind of fit in together. Did a great job of playing that character who like has home life troubles and therefore has had to grow up faster. So I totally understand that and empathize with that. But I just mean like she just does not look like she's in high school at all. Next person is not technically supposed to be maybe a teenager. He's maybe like 19, 20, 21-ish. But I'm going with Kurt from Cabin in the Woods, played by Chris Hemsworth. Kurt, sweetie, why are you in college when you should be starting a 401k and a family? You look like you're in your 30s. And I don't know how old he was, but that was like very comical, trying to remember that they are supposed to be college students, not master's program or PhD program, but college students. I think Jesse Williams also has that like very boyishness to him that makes Kurt look so much older. Michaela from Tragedy Girls. And I realize that that is kind of ironic that I'm not saying Sadie, given that I do feel like Sadie from Tragedy Girls has all the same characteristics of Kirby from Scream 4, but I do think that Michaela looks so much older than her. And I don't mean that in like a pejorative way. I think she looks like an adult woman and gorgeous. And I think that Sadie looks like a teenager. And I think having them play off of each other is rough, like more than just the whole like alpha and beta kind of thing. I think it's like an extra level of like, if you told me that was a guidance counselor, I would have been like, yeah, of course it is. Also, I think the fact that Michaela's whole aesthetic is very like girly pop and kind of the opposite of Sadie. I think that seeing her in those outfits, because she does look like she is a grown-up, always felt to me like a little odd. It felt like it was like watching like an adult play like little kid cosplay. Yeah, again, everyone on this list is incredibly talented and I love all these movies. Some of these people I'm like, there's no fucking way. And finally, Matthew Lillard in the original Scream. I'm sorry that Scream was on so many of my lists, but it really just is the reason I get out of bed in the morning, that movie. But Matthew Lillard in Scream. I know that Skeet Ulrich, I think, looks older, seems older, like his vibe is older because he's a little more haunted as a human being. But there's just something about Matthew Lillard's, like the way he moves around space. Not even that he's like super confident like some of the others, but there's just something about him where I'm just like, this dude is so over it because he's been doing this for 27, 28 years. And I think also Rose McGowan does look very young in that movie. So they are a couple that you do kind of do a double take, I think. Okay, who'd I miss though? I feel like there's a lot for this category.